Hi, I'm Danny Knightmare, and I'm a horror addict. And tonight's the full moon, so you know what that means. Yeah, it's time for another full moon review. And it's March, so we're going with Unlucky Charms. Or Miscreations? Uh... In 2013, directed by the man, Charles Band, comes Unlucky Charm. Or Miscreations? I don't know, it had like two different titles, so I don't know. I think it was called Miscreations, but then after they made it, they realized that, the Leprechaun's the way to go. That's the pot of gold they're looking for. So they chased that rainbow, and I think that's why they retitled it Unlucky Charms. And they were right. He's who you should focus on. One of the big problems with this movie is really isn't a big focus on the Leprechaun. I was really looking forward to watching this movie, and I hate to say it, but I was a bit disappointed. And here's a little bit why. First of all, let's go with the plot. It's about a reality TV show with modeling. We're down to the 5 remaining models. Something about a runway and them needing more sass in their step, but I never see this runway, so I don't know if it even exists. But, they live in a mansion, and there's immunity challenges, and all that reality bullshit that goes on with reality shows. I don't like reality shows, so maybe that's why this didn't test well with me for a movie. And I know that they're kind of making fun of it, and that's fine, but I'm still being forced to watch something I don't like for, over an hour. And of course you got your, final girl trope where she's not like one of the other bitchy models. She's kind of your sweet, innocent final girl. There's not really that much death in this movie, so I wouldn't say she's even a final girl, but, she's the goody-goody girl that I think we're supposed to be rooting for. Granted, the bitchy girl said something about having a sick brother, and you never find out if it's true or not, so maybe we should root for her? I don't know. They don't really touch it on this. There's hardly any modeling going on, except for that one scene with porn star Masumi Max. She's looking really metal in that outfit, I have to say. Fuck yeah. You got her and a couple of playmates in this film. There's, Nikki Lay, and Anna Sophia Berglund. The acting's not great. Let's just say that right out loud. It ain't horrible, but it's not good either. It gets you through the movie. I don't mind throwing in a few porn stars and playmates, especially when they're showing off the talent. And that's fine. This movie does have a great little soundtrack, your typical full moon little soundtrack, which fits it nicely. It is directed by Charles Band, so it's definitely got some charm in there. And that's great. It really does. I don't hate this movie. I just wanted to like it more. And unfortunately, that charm, though, gets a little stretched thin because not else is being offered much in this film. There's a bunch of characters that I don't give a shit about. The judges are your typical reality star judges. You got the douchey guy who wants to sleep with all the women. You got the asshole guy who just wants to break all their spirits. And then you got the fakey woman who's really fakey and this is like her thing. She's past her prime, but it's her way to stay in the spotlight. Speaking about being past her prime, that's the plot. This movie is about a witch who summons these creatures to have them kill these young actresses so she herself can stay young. Kind of like Elizabeth Bathory, but instead of drinking their blood, she feeds on their souls.
We finally got ourselves a purpose, a mission.
The creatures themselves don't know who summoned them. They're trying to figure it out. The girls are being killed off kind of one at a time.
A grotesque spectacle, this.
There's not a lot going on with that either. So I guess these monsters that are summoned, they're not really evil. In fact, they don't want to kill these women. It's nothing personal as they make it. And they're actually trying to find out who summoned them so they can stop that person and stop killing people. Leprechaun, he's a pretty cool guy. He's played by Nathan Phillips. He did an excellent job. He's not Warwick Davis standards of greatness, but he's a lot better than Hornswoggle, that's for sure. His costume's not amazing, though. Half of it's like Carrot Top, the other half of it's like ZZ Top. I wish that his beard and hair kind of matched a little better. But other than that, he's looking pretty slick in his red suit, and I like him. I hope that there's a sequel and we expand a little more on his character. Red Leprechaun, aka Far Darwig, he's pretty cool, but he's accompanied by a Cyclops named Bloody Bones, which I don't know, the movie kind of makes me want to root for him, like he's got morals about killing stuff too, and he wants to help his fellow creature friends, but he's also extremely rapey, and uses his powers to trick the girls into having sex with him and seeing them naked and then brainwashing them like they, it didn't happen. Which I think is kind of a cop-out in this movie where like, oh no, we've discovered the monsters, but now they're... Wait, what monsters? I forgot. There's monsters? So yeah, I don't know. Bloody Bones. What is he, Lewis from Revenge of the Nerds? Really? Am I supposed to be cheering this guy on or hating him? I don't know. The movie's crossed on him if you're supposed to like him or not. Whatever. And then he's got the Banshee, which the mask looks cool, but it's clearly a mask. And the Banshee is gonna rack up most of the body count in this movie, and it's a really weak death. That is another problem with the movie. We'll get that into a second. Then you got the character Puka, which I don't know if it's like a witch or a hobgoblin or something, but the mask looks bad. I mean, it's clearly a mask, and you can see the eyes like underneath. And I don't like this character at all. I just don't. It's weak, and it's only there to be like kind of tortured to further the plot a little bit, I guess. But the character is just ugh. I hope that maybe if they make a sequel, that they'll be killed off, and then the Leprechaun like has to seek revenge on them. Because I do want there to be a sequel. This movie didn't quite hit the mark, unfortunately, but I think there's a lot of potential there, and we could enjoy a really nice sequel. I mean, hell, the Gingerbread Man and Killjoy, their first movies weren't their best. They had better along the lines of the series. It got better. So I'm hoping maybe on Lucky Charms that this will get better. We'll focus more on Far Darig, and maybe he can like get revenge in the second one, and then maybe be full-blown evil by the third one or something. I don't know. Because this movie just didn't quite hit it for me. I hate to say it, but it didn't. Mostly the deaths. There's a Leprechaun death where he makes the girl fat, which I've seen that before, and the Banshee screams a couple of times, and they're just like, oh my god, it's so loud that now I'm dead. And I know that's how a Banshee kills people, by screaming, but make blood come out of their eyes or their ears or something, make their heads explode or something, not just be like, oh no, it's so loud, oh, I'm dead. That's weak. That itself is a big determiner on how I rate this movie in a sense. I think if the deaths would have been great, any other little nitpicky thing could have been completely forgiven, but the deaths were just lame. So yeah, I hate to say it, but you can skip this one. I'm not gonna rant about this movie so much. I don't want this to come off as I hate it, 'cause I don't. I expected more. I expected it could have been way better. And it was just an eh. So, yeah, if you choose to skip it, you're not missing out on much. If you do want to see it, I do recommend it to people who were really disappointed by Leprechaun Origins, that they got some furless cat as a beast and really wanted a leprechaun. Well, watch this movie. It has a leprechaun. It's not going to be amazing, but it's better than Leprechaun Origins. And I recommend it to people who liked Gnome Alone. I recommend it to just hardcore Fullmoon fanatics, which, you should see it. But then again, you probably have already seen it if you are that hardcore. And I don't feel bad for watching it. I just feel bad that I didn't like it as much as I wanted to. So, but anyways, like I said, I think they're onto something. Make a sequel. Focus more on the Leprechaun, and less of reality TV and other side characters. We don't want those ones. We want the Leprechaun. We want better deaths. Better deaths. Key to it as well. Better death. Charles Band, you have something here. We just need to refine it a little bit. Cut! We'll holler at you next month. Until then, don't forget the brown spots. And next month's April, so we're close to 420. We'll go with Evil Bong. That sounds good, right? Hopefully. Alright. Which is actually should be good, because I haven't actually seen the Evil Bong. That's like my haven't seen franchise. I've not seen any of the Evil Bong series, so that's going to be new for me as well. So then, please hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new here. Ring that bell for all notifications horror. Because here at Horror Addicts, we cover it all. Thanks for watching.